Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS-Inform. I'm your host, Bill Potter. We're going to find out about the Spencer County Chamber of Commerce. And joining us in the studio is the Executive Director for the Spencer County Chamber of Commerce. That is Kathy Reinke. Kathy, welcome to the show.
Why, thank you very much, Bill. It's very good to be here today.
Well, we're glad that you're here. Now, you really are reaching your first year as a full chamber director.
I am almost through my year of firsts with the Spencer County Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Now,
it's February 1st.
The chamber went without a director for a period.
Over a year.
So has there been a lot of catch up for you to do?
There has been a lot of catch up. The board of directors that handled the chamber while there was sans a director did an amazing job, but they all have their full-time jobs to deal with. So they did as much as they could, and they did a great job for what they could. But there's still a lot that just had to be reorganized and revamped, that kind of thing.
Well, I think sometimes the chamber has to have a face. Somebody that people can go to, somebody that can stand up in front of the crowd and say, welcome to our annual dinner. And now they've got that with you.
Yep, I hope so.
Well, let's talk about your first year. How do you feel it went? What are some of the highlights for you?
Oh, wow, the first year has gone ridiculously fast. So I feel like I haven't accomplished even half of what I wanted to do. We have been able to revive a forum, a candidate forum, since we had the elections this year. We plan to do a legislative session throughout the year. We have our annual dinner coming up, of course, and that'll give us a State of the Union kind of address.
Right.
So, yep.
Well, let's talk about the annual dinner is coming up.
Yep.
January 26th.
Yes, sir.
If somebody wants to go, what should they do?
They should call me, or they can email at scrcc@psci.net and let me know that they want to attend. And I can talk about, the tables, the pricing, that kind of thing. I am super thrilled. We're going kind of back to a business basics and revitalizing, how we're revitalizing the chamber. So I am super excited that we are going to have Christy Gillenwater with us. She's going to be our speaker for the evening. She is the president and CEO of the Southwest Indiana Chamber, who just was awarded Chamber of the Year, like nationwide.
Wow.
So that's a big deal. Yeah, we're super excited about it.
So they should just contact you to get a seat. So it's a dinner and then a speaker.
Yes,
okay.
yes. Mm-hmm.
And they can find
food.
out more about the chamber that way too.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm sure that membership is always something that all chambers are working on all the time, trying to get people to be members. How is membership?
Yes. Membership has increased again. Now that, again, like you said, I think they just kind of, there were some that just kind of lost, focus of why should I be with the chamber? There's not even a director. What's their focus? What is their direction? So now that there at least is someone, at the table or behind the desk or out in the community, whatever you want to call it, I think they're a little bit more comfortable now with coming back into it, hearing more about it, what our focus is, what we're trying to do. So membership has been on the rise. We've gotten renewed members, and I've pulled in some new members that hadn't been with the chamber before, so it's really exciting.
And obviously they can contact you to find out why they should be a chamber member.
Absolutely.
Now, you mentioned your email address, and I think I was probably remiss in your title. You're actually the Spencer County Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Okay.
Gosh, I think it was in 2009, Bill, that the chambers, there were 3 chambers within Spencer County. There was the Santa Claus Chamber of Commerce, there was the Dale Chamber of Commerce, and there was the Rockport Chamber of Commerce. But I think heads were put together that, they were vying for the same businesses. And in a small community, a county like Spencer County, it's very hard for businesses to be members of 2, much less 3 chambers to support. So that's when they gathered it all together and just made it the Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Where's your office?
It is just north of Rockport, so it's pretty centrally located.
Right.
It's actually right across from AEP. So we're just outside of Rockport, but 20 minutes from Dale, Santa Claus, St. Meinrad, all of our North Spencer friends, and just outside of South Spencer. So it's a great location.
Is that not where the Visitor Center Council is located?
It
too,
is
or?
it is.
Okay.
It kind of. It's what the old Energy Information Center is, but now it's called the Lincoln Commerce Center. And it's a building that's owned by AEP, and they are so generous in allowing 5 not-for-profits office out of there at no charge. So AEP has been a wonderful community partner with us. But the Chamber of Commerce is there, the Lincoln Economic Development Corporation, SERS, Spencer County Foundation, and Work One. So we've got a great group of people that are in that building.
All in that one place. That's a great place. That's,
yes.
and you're all with the same goal in mind, to make Spencer County better.
Exactly. So we really work well together under one roof.
What are your goals for the upcoming year of 2017?
Well, of course, to increase membership, but I want to bring more value to it to entice more. Like I've had several businesses that have not been involved in the chamber and saying, why should I be a member? What is your goal? What do you have to offer? And for my first year in, that's been really hard. It's been a very teaching type of thing for me to figure out what is my goal? What am I trying to offer the businesses? So it's a lot of course, networking, which is important for everyone. You got to know somebody to make things happen a lot of times. But it's also just giving you value in promoting your businesses. You know, we're coming out with a brand new website, which I'm super excited about. So that's going to give a lot of visual with as much as technology is coming forth. And all ages of folks are using more and more technology these days. So there's so many things that I'm working on that we can bring more breadth.
You're trying to get a little bit in the high schools too, aren't you?
Absolutely, yes. That's another thing I want to work with some of our local businesses and the high schools, the 2 high schools that we have in our community, and help bring awareness to students what is in our, when I was in high school, I didn't realize, how many opportunities there were right there in Spencer County. Right. I thought I was just going to have to go to a 4-year college and figure out what I was going to do with my life. And there's so many opportunities within places like Thermwood and Spencer Industries and Superior Ag and AEP and just different kind of businesses and even entrepreneurial. We've started an entrepreneurial group too, which I'm very proud of, along with my friends at Lincoln Land Economic Development Center.
Now, something else that you're going to be working on is internet in Spencer County.
We have been working tirelessly.
Yeah.
Yes. Back at the end of July, Bill Spady from a former county council, a fabulous guy, had approached Gene Steinkamp, one of my board members, and said, we really need to focus on this, but we, as the council commissioners, there's so much else on our plate. Can you get a group started in this effort? So Gene pulled myself in and several other community folks that really would have a passion for it to make it happen throughout Spencer County, not just a certain place or not just for certain people. Or our goal is to try and get as much broadband. And I didn't even realize until a meeting back in April at the Christine 4-H and Youth Center that how many people were concerned with internet that didn't have good internet access or broadband access. And I was like, are you kidding me? That's crazy. It's a crazy amount of folks. So that became a huge effort for us, and we've put meeting after meeting, probably 15 or so up to this point, have been meeting with local, it's brought a lot of attention. So local telecom folks are coming towards us and saying, hey, we can do this, we can do this. What do you want us to do, that kind of thing. So it's brought a lot of talk with our local folks.
Excellent. Sounds like the Chamber's doing some good progressive things.
We are trying.
And again, we want to point out that the annual dinner is January 26th. Of course, you'd like to know ahead of time if people want to go.
Definitely.
But please attend, because it's always a good time. I enjoy going.
Yes, yeah. And I'm a huge believer of support the businesses that are supporting your chamber. So it's going to be like a taste of Spencer County. We're using the different restaurants that are located in Spencer County and having different food stations, so a plethora of food around to kind of show some taste of what's in the different restaurants in Spencer County. So that'll be fun.
That sounds very exciting.
Yes,
Looking forward to
yeah.
it. So contact Kathy at the email WJTS-CD at psci.net.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Kathy Reinke has been our guest. She is the Executive Director of the Spencer County Regional Chamber of Commerce. Kathy, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much, Bill. It's
And
my
we'll have you
pleasure.
back again.
I would love to.
All right,
That'd be
good deal.
great.
Thank you for watching WJTS. We are local people watching local people.